with a survey across thousands of not-for-profit organisations in the United States, overwhelmingly, the single biggest factor behind fundraising success is the amount of money that the board themselves gives. Easily the most important thing.
So 我们接下来谈的是治理架构。募款主任当然很重要，但是其实我们常常对于所谓治理架构并没有太多能够触及的权利或是影响的权利。可是我们刚才提到的是，如果治理架构很重要的话，募款的成败最重要的因素，通常第一点就是你要有高效率的董事会或理事会。美国近期有项研究，他们去访问了全美国数千家的非政府组织跟非营利组织，绝大多数的组织都说，募款活动的成败最重要的关键取决于这些董事会成员愿不愿意捐钱。所以董事会的确是非常重要，攸关募款成败的因素。
Now, I can think a lot of you are saying, but hold on a minute, my board is made up of worthy people who don't have any money, or who are churchmen, or who are, they may be, they just don't have that kind of money, and yet they're my board. So what do I do? Well, the good news is there are ways around it. This idea of having a board who are there primarily for fundraising is an American idea, which is not yet translated into the rest of the world. Okay.
所以我们当然有时候有些单位会说，我们的董事会、理事会成员，他们也许是教会人士，也许是宗教人士，他们也许是社会上很重要的精神道德领袖，可是不代表他们很有钱。这种情况当然就是另外一件事情。我们现在提到的董事会成员捐款，主要的概念是来自于美国。美国的董事会通常是由社会比较知名的企业领袖，或者是这些比较富有的人，他们所组成的。所以在这种情况之下，在亚洲也许就还不是完全相同。
The American tradition is expressed rather brutally as give, get, or get off. I don't know I don't know how we translated that into nice, polite Chinese. I don't think it's possible to do that. But essentially, you either give money yourself, you go and get it from somebody else, or you go away. And that is not the case, for example, in the UK and in other countries, where boards are often politically appointed, or they're appointed by sponsoring bodies like churches or religious organisations or something like that. So what we have done in the UK and in other places is to create a parallel governance structure called a campaign committee or a development committee or a development board, which is where you put on the people with the money and the connections that in America might be on the main board, but you don't have control of that. So that is why we have this structure.
因为在亚洲或是英国，其实很多情况之下，董事会成员或者是理事会成员都是，也许是政治任命，也许是一些赞助单位他们的成员等等。这种情况之下，董事会架构就会跟美国的模式不一样。美国的董事会的架构通常就是他们进去董事会的主要目的就是一捐钱，二跟别人要钱。如果这两件如果要做到的话，就换人做。所以在这种情况之下，美国的传统也许不适用我们的情况，在英国和亚洲，他们就建立另外一个组织，在这个董事会架构之外，建立另外一个，比如说募款委员会或募款的理事会等等。这个架构里面，就会把比较有资产雄厚实力的人放在这个单位里面。所以这种情况之下，募款委员会比较会类似于我们现在提到的这些董事会或理事会。
But I would urge all of you to think about the government. If you have any influence over the government structure, try and make sure there is room for people on the government structure who have money and influence, because that will make your life a lot easier.
所以我们这边强调重点是，如果各位的组织架构可以有些许调整的话，也许就要想办法把这些有资产实力雄厚的人，然后又有意愿的人纳入我们的组织架构里面之后，才有可能进行最有效率的募款活动。而且有这些人之后，各位的募款的经验跟募款的程序也会轻松许多。
And the reason it's important because if donors are going to be important stakeholders for your future, then they need representation on the board. And that's the way to think about it. Boards are usually there to represent your stakeholders. And you have a variety of stakeholders. But if you're planning to raise lots of money, your donors are now an important stakeholder, so they, in a sense, need representation on the board.
所以我们中文有句话叫做“不在其位，不谋其政”。如果这些人想要帮助你去募款的话，他们要在你的机构里面就有足够的立场跟说服力，所以他们也许要纳入董事会里面，纳入理事会里面，让他们能够去代表这个组织去进行募款，才有可能进行成功的募款活动。
A little bit about how you start a development office or a fundraising office. I mean, obviously it depends very much on the size of your organisation and on how much money you're planning to raise. So these aren't all individuals, many people. But I think if you're going to do a serious campaign, I would say you really need at least 3 people, if not 4, to cover all of these functions. I divide them very roughly into front office and back office.
所以我们要接下来介绍是如何继续建立一个募款的部门等等。当然，也许每个单位的募款的组织架构不太一样，大小也不太一样。所以，可是我们认为，如果你要去进行一个实质而且大型的募款活动的话，最好是能够有3位职员或4位职员共同去参与这件事情。然后我们把接下来这些募款人员的功能还有他们的职务切成2块，一块是前线，另外是后勤支援。
On the front office side, there would be normally the director, the development director, fundraising director. They have to support the board and the head of the organisation in their fundraising. Remember, my leadership triangle. They are also usually, but you may have somebody else who's working with them, who's actually doing the major gifts, working and doing all the planning and cultivating of the major gift donors. If you're an education institution, you need to have somebody who's responsible for looking after your alumni. If you're, you may be some other institution, maybe you're an arts organisation, maybe you have a membership, person looking after your membership. You need somebody who's responsible for that kind of activity. You're almost certainly going to be doing lots of events. So you need, and they can be small events, small dinner parties, large galas, but events are an important part of fundraising. You need somebody to manage those. You may need somebody to do all the boring writing of applications to foundations and to companies. They have a lot of paperwork to do, to deal with, they have deadlines. You have somebody who's constantly on top of that. So that's the those are the sort of what I would call front office staff, in the sense they're dealing with external people.
这是所谓的我们接下来介绍所谓的前线工作。前线工作是例如说，我们刚才提到领导金三角里面那个募款主任必须要